Hi, everybody. Hi, Brian. Hi, Walter. Welcome to Monday Night Kundalini. Kundalini for sanity, Kundalini for health, Kundalini for creativity is the name of the game tonight. I am grateful that you're joining me for this practice and looking forward to sharing it with you. Before I say too much about it, let's go ahead and just tune in. It's time for that. So bring your palms up to your heart in prayer pose and take a deep inhale through your nose and release. Inhale to tune in. Take a deep inhale through your nose and hold the breath. And release. Adgade name, Jugadgade name, Sadgade name, Siddhi Gurudev name, Adgade name, Jugadgade name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Gurudev Name, Sat Guru Name, Jugat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Take a deep inhale and release. So I was thinking about this class today while I was putting it together. And I was thinking about how when I first came into Kundalini yoga, I was reading a lot about how you really should stick to a practice for 40 days. And that 40 days was kind of the magic number of taking a new idea and kind of ingraining it into your patterning and actually allowing your habits to change. And I think depending on where you are in the world, and how early you began your quarantine or your physical distancing, we're approaching about close to the 40-day mark of this pandemic. And so what began as kind of curious, kind of weird thing has now sort of had enough time to unfold in a way where it's changing our patterning, it's changing our lifestyles, it's changing our way of thinking. Um, and Yeah, in known and unknown ways. And it's it got me thinking a little bit just about sort of the discomfort of some yoga in general or any kind of spiritual or wellness practice where some of it is kind of like how long can you hold the pose, like can you hold the pose all the way to the end, can you sustain the breath for the full 2 minutes. And it's a metaphor, for life. It's not really about whether or not you can hold your breath or sustain the breath or hold the pose. It's more about, can you kind of endure the discomfort of being a human on planet Earth in relationship, and alive. And I think that it just yeah, made me think a little bit about that today. And so I hope that this day finds you deep into that new practice, and feeling grounded, feeling well, feeling curious, to see how much longer you can hold this pose and what kind of benefits come from doing that. The class I put together tonight is for really geared at creativity. And I think that in this particular moment, for me personally, it's very ripe for reinvention. And I'm thinking a lot about how to be creative with how I make money. And I'm thinking about how to be creative with how I work or reduce my workload. I'm needing to be creative about how I stay connected to people that I love, how I stay engaged in things that I can't do anymore that I know bring me joy, like live music or eating out. And so it seems ripe to kind of honor the fact that imagination has a seat at this table right now. And actually, the more imaginative we can be independently and collectively, um, I think the more innovative, lasting, sustainable, and ultimately beautiful whatever sort of systems are born out of this time are gonna be. And so, Kundalini yoga works all 10 bodies. It's fortifying for your immunity, it's fortifying for your nervous system. You're going to get all of those benefits with today's practice. But you're also going to really start to kind of stir your creative juices. Um, and this is something that, yeah, I don't know. It's very important, very important to recognize that your brand of creative genius, your unique flavor, your ideas, your way of bringing them forth and communicating them is unique to you. And it's really important in this moment to claim it, and to bring it forth. I think this is what we're all kind of called to do right now. So we're going to just do a quick warm up with cat cow. And so come up onto your hands and knees, and you're going to have your hands. I'm going to do it a little backwards because my thumb is still wonky. But you want your palms on the ground, your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and you're going to inhale your head up, and then exhale your head down, arching your back. So you go a little bit quickly. And we're here for 3 minutes. So you get going. I'm going to play some music. Head up, head down. Let your hips drive the movement. Keep the inhale strong. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Like a piston or an engine. Keep going, almost there. All right, take a deep inhale. Inhale your head up. Pull your root lock. Squeeze your rectum, navel, sex organs up and in. Hold the breath. And then release the breath, pushing your hands into the earth, arching your back, dropping your head. Exhale that breath completely. And then take another deep inhale with head up. And come back onto your knees. Sitting with your feet, sitting on your heels. Good work. So we're going to dive into a classic 1970s Kundalini Kriya for creativity now. The first posture is largely meditation and breath work tonight. And so just let yourself kind of drop into a slower state, heart space. There's no rush. There's no urgency. This is just you and your breath. And so, with each of these postures, it's an invitation to just really be present with what's coming up and what's moving through you. So, for this next posture, you're going to sit on your heels and you're going to bring your forehead down to the earth with your palms in front of you. And for those of you that are going to be challenged with that posture, you can come up a little bit if you need to. What's most important is that your forehead is on the earth. Your palms are stretched out. Brian, if you can stretch your arms out, see if you can get your elbows straighter. Yeah. So elbows straight out in front of you, forehead on the earth. And so while you're here in this posture, what I want you to do is take a deep, deep, deep inhale. And as you inhale, imagine the color red at your root chakra, your anus. And then as you inhale, imagine red and orange and yellow and green and blue and violet moving from your root chakra all the way up through your crown. So what you're going to do is you're going to imagine the colors of the rainbow moving up through your chakra system on the inhale. You're going to hold the breath, imagining that rainbow of colors inside your body. And then you're going to exhale as the colors dissolve. And then on the next inhale, again, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, while you're holding your breath. And then exhale. So we're here for 5 minutes. And this is an invitation to really just visualize those colors in your chakras. Deep, 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 slow breath. Forehead on the ground. Deep inhale. Take a deep, deep inhale, imagining that rainbow. Hold the breath and just visualize that rainbow moving up through your chakra system. And as you exhale, let the colors dissolve. And slowly bring yourself back up to sitting. Nice and slow. All right. Rainbow child. Rainbow children. All right. The next posture is put your feet out. You can't see my feet here, but they're just out in front of me, pretty relaxed. And what you're going to do here is you're going to bring your hands back behind you. So you're leaning back at like a 60-degree angle, and then you're going to tilt your head all the way back. And you may find, I'll do a side view here. You may find that this is a deeply uncomfortable posture for you. You may find that there's a sort of block or tightness or sensation in your chest cavity or in your neck that feels somehow like uncomfortable or potentially unbearable. This is an opportunity for you to just breathe into it. This kriya is helping us relax some of the muscles in and around our chest cavities. And a lot of folks are holding grief and confusion and things that are blocking up our sort of heart's magnetic rhythm. And so just really committing to this posture, you have the opportunity to sort of set that block free. So just breathe into it. And what you're going to do here is you're going to inhale deeply through your nose. Your eyes are closed. You're going to inhale deeply through your nose. And you're going to imagine on the exhale a beam of light coming right out of your third eye, right out of your forehead, up into the sky. So each inhale, just inhale deeply. And then as you exhale, just visualize that beam of light. Nice, deep breath. Just enjoy this place and let your chest cavity open.
Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Om Namo Guru.
On your next inhale, take a nice deep inhale, as full as your lungs can go. And as you exhale that breath completely, beam the brightest beam of light right out of your third eye, right out of your forehead, up through your roof, through the atmosphere, out into the ether. And then slowly lay back down onto your back just to relax for a couple moments. Take a deep breath in and release it. And slowly find your way back up to easy pose. You can take your time. You can wiggle your fingers, your knees, twist your hips, roll your neck, whatever your body needs. Just let yourself feel this new quality that you're cultivating in yourself right now. These channels that you're opening, this intention that you're bringing, this invitation that you're making to your creative genius. All right. So, Ong, which we chant at the beginning of each class, Ong Namo, Gurudev Namo, the sound ONG, Ong, is basically like the creativity of consciousness, all that it takes to be. And as you say the word Ong, ONG, you can kind of hold a vibration in your throat and in your palate and even in your whole cranium that vibrates with that sound, with that mantra. And for this next meditation, I want to just invite you to envision this like a brain massage, like a full brain massage. Use the power of the vibration of the Ong. Use all of the creativity there is in consciousness to um yeah, to kind of massage and sort of awaken and stimulate your gray matter. So for this next meditation, what we're going to do is we're going to sit in easy pose. I'm half lotus here, but whatever is comfortable for you is fine. I'm on a pillow. We're going to be in this meditation for 11 minutes, and so this is a good moment to just get your get yourself comfortable. And what I was saying at the beginning of the class, with any one of these poses, our egoic mind and our subconscious um, are busy and kind of want to convince us that there's something more important to be doing or that there's something more important to be tending to. Um, and so just give yourself the opportunity to experience what happens when you hold this pose. Like, give yourself the gift of 11 uninterrupted moments of meditation and see what happens on the other side. So, what you're going to do here in this meditation is you're going to sit in easy pose and you're going to interlace your fingers and you're going to put them just right in your lap, almost like a cup. And maybe during this meditation, you could even imagine that cup filling. So, you're going to close your eyes, and what we're going to do together is we're going to take a deep inhale and we're going to vibrate the mantra Ong, ONG, for as long as we can before taking a deep inhale and doing it again. There's no need to synchronize with me or the person next to you. It can sort of be like a rolling Ong. This is a personal practice. And so even with that, if you're thrown off by me or wanting to synchronize with me, don't just be aware that that's happening and just do your best to breathe and Ong. So let's do one before I begin the timer. So take a deep inhale with your eyes closed. You can play with your mouth a little bit. You can play with your nasal passage. The more vibration you feel in your nose and your skull and your palate, the more certain you are to vibrate that creative power within you alive and awake. So I'm going to time us here. And again, just give yourself the gift of 11 minutes. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Nothing is more important right now than your well-being, than your connectedness with yourself. So, let's begin. take a deep inhale now. Feel the vibration in your cranium, in your sinuses. Feel it in your heart space. Feel it around your body and your aura, your arc line. All right. So now press your palms together and bring your thumbs right into your heart. Just feel, you can bring some pressure there. You can push hard into your heart. And here, what I'd like you to do is just draw your concentration between your fifth and your sixth rib. And you may not exactly know where that is, but just don't overthink it. Just let your intuition guide you and just breathe into the space between your fifth and sixth rib and breathe out. Breathe into the space and out. Eyes are closed. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Breathe right into that space between your fifth and your sixth rib. Press your thumbs right into your heart space. Long, deep breaths. Now just begin rubbing your palms together. I had a saying once that maybe I still have a saying, where there's friction, there's traction. And I think what I meant by that is that when you have something with which to sort of rub up against, there is the possibility to sort of either shed something or move forward or sort of move at all. So bring them, like, create some heat here, rub them fast, um, and just feel the energy in your palms, feel the heat. Rub them even a little faster. We're going to be here for another minute. So just take some pleasure in the friction you're generating with your palms, your magnetic self. We're charging. We're charging our batteries. We're getting ready to charge our heart space. All right, one more minute here. Keep revving, keep revving. Go a little faster, a little harder. Really generate some energy, generate some electricity, and just keep going. Feels good. Feels good. Like I'm healing my thumb with all of this, all of this attention. So So keep rubbing them together. Feel the energy building up in your palms. Feel the energy growing. Go a little bit faster here for this last 10 seconds. All right. And now what I want you to do is just bring your palms facing each other about 4 inches apart. And you'll be able to feel, you can move them a little further and a little closer. Close your eyes and just feel the energy moving between your palms. You should feel some magnetic pull, maybe some repulsion. You can sort of slide your hands back and forth and just feel the play of energy between them. Just feel that sensation. You can kind of make it a little bigger, a little smaller. Just play with that sensation, with that magnetism between your hands. If you can't feel it, come a little closer. If you can feel it intensely, see how far you can move your hands apart while still feeling it. Just feel that amazing sensation. Your magnetic self, your electric self, the polarity inherent in your machinery. And now just bring your palms, still 4 inches apart, right in front of your heart space. And you can cup them as though you're holding a ball of light between your hands. And for this next meditation, I want you to just breathe into that space between your hands. So here, your hands are still about 4 inches apart. And so what I want you to do is just breathe into that space between your hands and gather energy there like a ball of light. Just breathe into a sphere of light that you're holding in your hands. Um, and just, yeah, let it gain energy, let it gain radiance. Just breathe deeply into it. Nice straight back, tuck chin, deep breathing right into that ball of energy in front of your heart space. Just relax a little bit now with this ball of light in your hands. Just smile, holding this brilliant radiant orb filled with your prana, filled with your energy. Just feel your heart open. Feel the electromagnetic forces in this meditation. Feel them relax your chest cavity. Feel them make space around your heart. Feel the charging polarity. And now quickly take this ball of light, and with your right hand bring it right into your heart space. And then bring your left hand up around your back on the back side of your heart. So that polarity, all of that charge that you put into your heart space, hold that there. And here, holding your heart, begin breath of fire. Equal inhale and exhale through your nose, a powerful, strong breath. Keep going, nice strong breath. And still holding your heart, take a deep, deep, deep inhale through your nose. Pull the root lock, pull the mullabund. Squeeze the rectum, navel, sex organs up and in. Hold the breath. Press the heart. And release through the mouth. Take another deep inhale. Pull the root lock again. Hold the breath. This time we're going to release with a sigh. And then one more deep inhale. Squeeze that mullaband as tight as you're able. Create tension in your body. Hold the breath. And then release with a sigh. Bring both hands onto your heart now. You can put your left hand right over your right. Just be still for a moment. Feel something divine inside of you. Breathe in radiance. Breathe in creative genius. Breathe in the power to expand. Breathe in the courage to release whatever limits you. Breathe in love. Love for yourself, just as you are. For your process, just as it is. For your family and friends, human and animal and plant and beyond. Breathe in love for the world. And bring your hands into the prayer position in front of your heart space. Say a prayer for a beautiful world. All people suffering, all the people forced to grow.
Long time, sunshine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within. Guide your way on, guide your way on. With a long time, sunshine on you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you. Guide your way on, time, sunshine on you. Love surround you, and the pure light within.
Take a deep inhale through your nose. Nam. Satnam. Satnam. Thank you. Thank you, people of the internet, now or in the future, for sharing the space. I'm grateful to bring this practice. And yeah, just want to invite you to remember that yeah, we have a radical opportunity right now to imagine new ways to work, new ways to live, new ways to relate, and as much creativity, as much heart, as much depth and compassion and courage and curiosity as we can bring to the day-to-day questions that we're confronted with, um, the more beautiful, the more just, the more interesting the world is going to be on the other side of this great pause. Again, this yoga, it's my pleasure to bring it for those of you that um, just need it and want to breathe with me. I'm so grateful for those of you that want to donate a little bit of money. I also am grateful for that. And for my rootstock yogis who are supporters of me on Patreon, I just want to say thank you for that support. It means so much. And in only a couple days, I'll be posting the new monthly meditation for April, which I'm looking forward to sharing with you all. So thank you again for the presence, for the breath, for the time and the space. And yeah, Satnam and be well. Just realized that there's a full